Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and in this video, we are consolidating information and just going over what the heck happened regarding Liam Cohen and this essentially double cross he pulled on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If you guys see over there, we have Benedict Cohen. Who is Benedict Cohen? Well, it is a play on Benedict Arnold. Shout out to the person who left that comment, by the way. Relax and Chill TV left a comment saying Benedict Cohen on there as well. So that is born out of his comment. And Benedict Arnold was a person who betrayed the American Continental Army during the Revolutionary War and joined the British. I felt like it was an appropriate thing to have Liam Cohen become Benedict Cohen now. But here is what we know about the Liam Cohen situation, okay? Liam Cohen secretly met with the Jacksonville Jaguars on Thursday, today. That was reported at about 5:50 p.m. per multiple reports. Cohen reached out to Todd Bowles at around 5:50 p.m. right whenever that news was coming out that he had secretly met with the Jacksonville Jaguars and said that he had been with one of his kids at a doctor's office. He said that he was looking back into the Jaguars' head coaching job. That was per Rick Stroud and Jenna Lane of ESPN. This is not the first time Liam Cohen had mentioned that. The first time Liam Cohen mentioned having a sick child was 1 month ago, actually, when asked about the possibility of being pursued as a head coach. Liam Cohen said that he didn't have time to think about becoming a head coach because he had a sick child at home. That was per Greg Auman, okay? Then the Bucs front office had not heard from Liam Cohen all day on Thursday before Cohen reached out to Bowles. That's Jason Light, that's the Glazier family, that's Todd Bowles himself. Nobody had heard from Liam Cohen until he reached out to Todd Bowles that we just talked about a moment ago. That's per Rick Stroud. Now, the Bucs offered a 3-year deal on Monday that would have made Liam Cohen the highest paid coordinator, period, in NFL history. However, the deal would only happen if Cohen did not take the second interview with the Jacksonville Jaguars, which is why he did so in secret, per Albert Breer. Then Breer went on to say, regardless of whether or not he is the next head coach of Jacksonville, we now know that he is. He's likely done with the Bucs. Well, he is. The Jaguars promised Liam Cohen that he could pick his own general manager and that he would get Ben Johnson money for multiple years. That is per Diana Russini. Of course, as soon as it came out that Liam Cohen was pulling himself out of the Jaguars head coaching search, Jacksonville fired current general manager at the time, Trent Baalke. Shad Khan himself called Liam Cohen. It was able to convince him to come over and made the promises of Liam Cohen being able to pick his own general manager and promising Ben Johnson money. That is a quote, by the way, from Diana Russini. Now, what does Ben Johnson money mean? Well, according to Mike Florio, Ben Johnson's contract is around $13 million per season. So these are all the things that we know about Liam Cohen, his move over to Jacksonville, and quite frankly, his double cross, his betrayal, if you will, of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And there's a lot to digest here, in my opinion, right? And I'm not going to talk about this from an emotional aspect. I just want to dive into this, okay? First things first. To me, there is a very clear lack of communication on Liam Cohen's part to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, okay? Not being able to, the Bucs front office not hearing from Liam Cohen all day on Thursday before Cohen reached out to Todd Bowles, right, is a bit of a bad look, okay? It is a bad look. Not a bit, it is a bad look, right? Especially whenever the timing of that Cohen reaching out to Bowles correlates and is almost paralleling the reports that he was secretly meeting with the Jaguars. And then you hear, okay, well, Cohen did reach out to Bowles, right? That's bad that those things were coming out at the exact same time, and that Cohen did reach out to Bowles, allegedly, as those reports were coming out, right? Now, I am not going to say that Liam Cohen is lying about having a sick child. I'm not going to go that far to make that type of assumption, right? I don't know his family life situation. I'm not going to assume these types of things, right? He very well could have been at a doctor's office with his kid throughout the day, and that might have been why he would not have been able to get a hold. The Buccaneers would not have been able to get a hold of him, okay? I don't know. I'm not going to make a far assumption on that, okay? But where I do take issue is the Bucs did give Liam Cohen essentially an ultimatum, right? And that's fine. That is fine in my opinion. That's not the part that I have issue with, okay? The Bucs offered a 3-year deal on Monday that would have made him the highest paid coordinator in NFL history. That is a big offer from the Bucs, okay? And the Bucs essentially said, Liam Cohen, it's either us or them, right? It's either us or the Jaguars. Because I'm pretty sure the Buccaneers likely knew, Liam Cohen likely knew, that if he went and took that second interview, he was going to be the next head coach of Jacksonville, right? That's a pretty fair thing to say. So the Bucs gave him a big ultimatum. What I have an issue with is the breakdown in communication on Liam Cohen's part. What I have an issue with is the lack of just upfront honesty, right? And clear communication. I understand that would likely be a difficult conversation to say, hey, I know you guys gave me this offer. I'm going to go take that interview anyway, right? But if you were to explain this situation and say, guys, they offered me so much freaking money, they offered to let me pick my own general manager, would there really be a belief that Todd Bowles and Jason Licht and the Buccaneers organization would be mad about that? They may be slightly like annoyed of like, well, you did say you were going to come back, but okay, that's obviously an incredibly difficult offer to turn down. You know, that's but they wouldn't be boiling mad, right? What does make them boiling mad, understandably so, is not communicating and allegedly going away secretly. Now, was it secretly? I don't know, man. Like, I'm sure Liam Cohen isn't running around like a spy, in the dead of night, but like, there was obviously a clear lack of communication from Liam Cohen to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And I feel like this situation could have gone so much better if there would have been that clear communication, right? And I don't know Liam Cohen personally. I don't know if he has a fear of uncomfortable conversations. I don't know if he has a fear of disappointing people. I don't know. And I'm not going to assume those types of things, right? I don't want to. But based on everything that we know, it's just a bad look. It is. It's a bad look for Cohen. And I would think that as soon as I got that call from Shad Khan in Jacksonville, you got to tell your guys, right? You got to say, hey, guys, I'm sorry, but I'm probably going to take this deal. If I'm getting offered $13 million per year, if I'm getting offered this much money and the chance to pick my own general manager, all of us would take that opportunity, right? All of us would. The problem is that how he went about doing it, right? In my opinion, I don't believe he went about it the right way in terms of trying to play both sides in a way, right? And sneak and going off and not telling anyone. It's not a great look, man. I mean, that's like no call, no showing a job, essentially. It's just not a good look. It's not a good look, I understand why Liam Cohen took the job. I understand why he took the job, okay? The why is not what I'm questioning. Why did he take the job? Duh. He got offered $13 million per season as a head coach in this league and the opportunity to pick his own general manager. It's very easy to see why. It's the how. It's the how that I get hung up on, that everybody gets hung up on. Right? The why isn't the issue, the how is the issue. Because now you put the Buccaneers, and this is fine, but the how you want about it. 24 hours ago, Todd Bowles, Jason Licht, and the Bucs were not expecting, were not thinking we have to go get a new offensive coordinator. All of us as Bucs fans were not thinking the Bucs have to go get a new offensive coordinator. And now you do. And this has been something that is just, it's like pouring cold water on somebody to wake them up, right? And now the Bucs are in a situation where not only are they going to have to replace both of their defense coordinators, because let's be honest, Larry Foote's likely going to Detroit as well with Casey Rogers, but now you have to replace your offensive coordinator for the 4th year in a row. It's tough, man. It's tough. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be talking about some candidates that could be options for the Buccaneers at OC, but this is everything that we know. What are your guys' thoughts on all of this? Let me know your thoughts and opinions about it down in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. As always, I'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.